Hey guys, my name is Morgan. I'm going to make a short video on how to use a feeding tube, and I'm also going to educate you some on my disease called gastroparesis. And here's my friend Alyssa. I want to introduce you to her. And here's my therapy dog, Coco. He's part of the video as well. I'll walk you through some steps on how I do my feedings. So you guys will know, and I will also show you my tube. I have a feeding tube right here. Sorry, it's hard to see. It's a GJ, so it goes into my small intestine. First it goes into my stomach and then has a cord that follows into my small intestine. Where's the formula? Oh, there's some right here.
Is that a hard box for you to open? Whoa, watch out.
So, this is my pump. Wow, it is dark.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, this is my feeding tube pump, and this is the formula that I'm currently on called Vivanex RTF. And it's an extremely low fat, low residue type of formula. I've tried 2 other formulas, and the first one was very thick and high in fat. It would just make me feel really sick and would constipate me. And so I switched to another one after that called Peptamen. The Peptamen was really good. It was not as thick. However, it continued to worsen my constipation issues. So I found out that I needed to be on an elemental formula that's 100% broken down. And it was hard getting insurance to pay for this. Medicaid would refuse it. Blue Cross Blue Shield would only pay 80% when the deductible was met. But thanks to Medicare, they pay 100% for it. So that's one good thing about being on disability. He's not. And so I'll show you how I do my feeds. First off, I will pop this thing open, like that. I know. Can you go get like a, you know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna say it.
I'm here at the back.
Alright.
Hello.
Okay. Well, and this is what I do. Let me move it. I will pour this into here. This right here. That's a lot better. Hey, I moved the camera to the couch because it's so much brighter. Right here, you can actually see what's going on. See? Thank you. Poor laptop. I cannot afford to ruin another laptop. I ruined my first laptop right after I had my feeding tube surgery, and it really sucked because it was an Apple iMac computer, and then after that, I had to get a computer that wasn't so great. And now I just got another really nice computer for college, so I'm trying not to mess this up.
So how long have you been on your own?
For about 6 years. I've been on my own for 6 years, by the way. Well, no, I haven't been on my own for 6 years. I've been on my own for 2 years. I've been sick for 6 years. So what I'll do is I'll press. It's really hard to see. I am so sorry. It's probably backwards. You press the on button. You hold it down. Yes. Wow, the camera's really bad. Focusing. Oh well. Well, anyways, it says 50 mLs on it. You may not be able to see it, but it's already primed. So that means I don't have to worry about that. But if I were to prime it, I would press this button right here. Now you can see the 50. And you would hold it down for as long as it takes to get the air out of this line. There's no air in it right now because it's already been used earlier today. But anyways, you get what I mean. You prime all the air out of this line to where there's absolutely no air at all, because it's not good going in your small intestine. And so since it's primed, what I'll do is get my tube, which is right here. It's connected. I have gauze around it. Sorry if that's gross to you, but it's my reality. I will open the cap from this. I wait till it sinks down so it doesn't overflow. And then see this right here, the tip goes into here, which is my jejunum, which is the small intestine. See? And then all you do is press run. And now I'm being fed in my small intestine. So that is how you do that. It's pretty easy. It did take me some time to get used to. Well, it takes a while. It takes about 12 hours for all of this to empty. It depends on my rate and how much formula I pour into the bag. I have been doing really well lately to where I've only had to do like 12 to 15 hour feeds instead of 24 hours, but you know how gastroparesis is. It's got up and then it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. You know, I have my good days, my good months where I'm gaining weight, and then I have my bad months where I'm losing weight, and it's a really hard fight to get my weight back up. Yes, he's probably nervous. So yeah, you can actually hear it. It's cycling on, and you can see the little thingy moving. So it's pretty cool. I have my rate on a low rate of 50 because, of all honesty, my small intestines do not tolerate high rates. I've been there. I've tried 80 mLs an hour. It was too much. It backed up into my stomach, and I was extremely sick right after I got my feeding tube placed. And you really have to be your own advocate because there's going to be some nurses out there that don't know what they're doing. And unfortunately, I ended up with a bunch of nurses that thought this was a G tube and not a GJ tube. There's a huge difference. A G tube means that you get fed into your stomach, literally your stomach. A GJ tube is surgically implanted in your stomach, but like abdomen, but it threads into your small intestine. People with gastroparesis don't need to be fed into their stomach because our stomach is the problem. And my stomach is paralyzed and therefore takes about 5 hours to digest like maybe a low-fat meal is a good estimate. In my case, is actually not that bad. Mine's like mild, moderate gastroparesis, but has had severe symptoms. Do you have any questions? I do. I've actually been doing my feeds mainly at night now because I don't like wearing this during the day. I just get stared at a lot, and I don't like that. And it's also hard to keep from pulling it out because I've pulled it out so many times in my car. I've made lots of messes. I've pulled it out shopping before. It's not fun at all, especially when digestive juices leak all over everything because you pulled it out. It didn't close the little cap thing, which is this thing. You have to close this when you take this out. So, and now to turn off the machine, you press this button right here, which is the run/pause button. And then if you want to turn it off, you will hold the on-off switch and it will power it off. And then you remove this thing. All you do, twist it, close this. This is the most important thing. You must close this or you will lose a ton of digestive fluid that can be extremely dangerous and dehydrate you. It's very bad. So make sure you close this, not to mention it will leak everywhere and stain. It's fully closed, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed a video on tube feeds, and I will be making more videos in the future about all my other illnesses, and we'll explain more in depth about my 6 chronic illnesses that I have. Well, we're going to say goodbye.
Bye. Oh, and don't forget to check out my channel too, where I will be showing my story on autism and other different types of disabilities, including Morgan's,
Mhm.
and it's the Alley Cat Cafe. So be sure to look me up. So yeah, and you'll be seeing a lot more of us during
Yes.
the upcoming years because we're actually she's helping me moving in here, not this exact apartment, but within this apartment complex that we're in.
Mhm.
So
So I can have some companionship.
yep, and I think he just
No, it's just his breath. His breath stinks really bad. He's got old man breath. He's an old dog. He's 9 years old, about to be 10. He's got cataracts in both eyes. We don't brush his teeth, which is probably why his breath is so bad.
possibly
But
puppy breath.
puppy breath that smells like very unsightly. I love you, but your breath smells like poop. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will make many more to come.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.